Usually learning on this channel is for educational purposes only and is not intended as financial advice. So a lot of people have been asking me how to get the longs and shorts from Bitfinex on a chart. So let's go through that. You may or may not need a pro account to do some of this. I'm going to minimally edit this so you can see all the clicks and what you need to do. If you get frustrated watching this, just don't watch it, or watch it on 2x speed, or if you don't need it, don't watch it. But if you're curious on how to create this stuff, which is nice for tracking how many people are short, how many people are long for each coin, with Bitcoin, Ethereum, I think XRP is on there as well, and probably a few others at this point. So what you can do is display these on their own pane if you want. If you've got Pro, you can click this and do multiple panes, side by side, whatever. What you type in the ticker is BTC USD longs or BTC USD shorts. Now you can manipulate this however you want. I've seen people do line graph, bar graph, fill graph, whatever, different colors, whatever you want to do. To me, this view makes the most sense. Red being short, green being long, having it above or below a zero line, just to show you the differentiating factors. You can make this an oscillator if you want. I'm not going to, but that's another way to look at it. That way you can tell if something is net long or net short. Like right now, this is net long because there's more longs than shorts. This is net short. So the other thing I did was look. You have to sort of move this between the left and the right axis sometimes so that you can manipulate it. Here you can see these axes are the same, and here you can see they're different. So when I move this axis, nothing happens to the chart here, and you can right-click the axis and click off or click on the scaling. Okay, not too important when everything is separated, but another thing you can do is add price directly to this, and you'll see moving this axis does not move the long short stuff I have on here. That's only if you want everything on the same chart. If the price isn't on here, it's completely separate. It's not a big deal. Okay, so back to how we actually do this. You use the compare function. So first you type in longs, and what I do is actually divide that by 100 for Bitcoin. You just hit enter, and it should pop up. Now it'll be like, it'll mess up everything on your chart, make it a percentage, whatever. What you want to do is unmerge it up. That puts it in a separate pane that you shouldn't need, that you can use rather if you don't have Pro, I think. These panes are different than panels. I don't know how else to describe them. These panels are different than these panes. Okay, so you've unmerged this up, and then what I do for the shorts, same thing, except I do 1 minus BTC USD short divided by 100, and I just do this to sort of equalize things. You don't have to. Just made more sense for me. Then what you want to do is format. Source close is fine. I make the longs green. I fill them. So you go to area. You can keep this red or whatever you want to, if you're red-green colorblind. Obviously, that's not going to help you very much. You can go to area. So it'll fill that in accordingly, and boom, that's it. Now again, if you want this on the same chart, you can do that. It won't look as clean as this, but that is an option. So I hope that helps. If you've got any other TradingView related questions, let me know. Like, share, subscribe, and hit me up on Twitter. Happy trading.